High Five weigh-ins. I'm here with Nick Spina, who will be fighting Sean Richmond in the co-main event for the amateur 145-pound title. How are you feeling, man?
I feel better now that I got some food in me, but just ready to do it, you know.
I heard you got lost on the way to the weigh-ins.
Yeah, we went to the wrong spot. I put in my phone as a High Five Bar and Grill, and I get there, and we go look around. I'm like, where the fuck's everybody at? I'm like, hold on, Facebook messages, and I look what Jeremy sent me, and it was sports page, so we're a little late.
What are you going to do? At least you'll know where the event is tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. So
12 minutes from here.
Oh, that's not too far, actually. This is a pretty big fight for you. Are you excited to be in a title fight?
Yeah. Well, this is my third title fight, but I've never been a co-main event before, so that's the big thing for me. And then fighting Sean, you know, he's a good-known guy around here, you know, tough guy around here, so it's all good, you know.
What do you think a win over Sean would do for you as far as propelling you into a little bit more of the spotlight? Maybe your next fight might be a main event fight if you were to get that win.
I think a win over him, then I'll probably look at going pro sooner. Win, lose, or draw, you know, I mean, it's still going to be a good fight. Both going to go out there and bang, and hopefully the crowd likes it. But I mean, even if I do happen to lose to him, it's not like the end of the line. I'll still figure it out. But
now, you've had 12 amateur fights before this. Is that right? This is going to be your 13th. Do you think that experience plays a factor when you're fighting a guy who's only had 5 fights? Or actually, he's only had 4 fights.
Yeah, he's 4
going to be
now.
his 5th fight.
It might, you know. But I mean, I lost to a guy who was 2-1 too. So I mean, I don't know. It doesn't. It might factor a little bit. Like maybe I'll stay a little calmer in there, I guess. But maybe that's about it for the most part.
So what do you know about Sean as a fighter, as far as his game, his style of fighting, and anything like that? Have you watched any tape of him?
I watched one fight of his, and then I was at one live. Both of them are like the same thing. Kind of kept his range. When he had an opportunity, he either shot in and judo tossed the kid down and just kind of ground and pounded him. So I mean, this looks like a tough guy, you know, kind of well-rounded. I think we're both kind of like well-rounded too. You know, so.
Okay. Now, being that you're both well-rounded, is there any area where you believe that you might have an advantage over him specifically?
Specifically, I would probably say my jiu-jitsu. But I do lack in stand-up. I just started boxing just a couple months ago. I've been taking Muay Thai for 4 years, but not very hard. And if you watch any of my tapes that are out there, my stand-up kind of sucks. So I'm always looking to shoot in, take the guy down, and work from the ground.
Yeah, you know, I've definitely noticed that in some of your fights. You're pretty good both on the top as well as on the bottom, and that's something that Sean is a guy who. Yeah, that's something that's kind of surprising. Is that something that you work on a lot, or is that something that you just naturally?
It came a little natural, but I work on it a ton. Besides that loss at Blackburn, my last 3 have been wins via triangle submission. So, I mean, I love throwing guys in triangles. I throw them on there, and I get like throw it.
So needless to say, then, you're not going to be too worried if you get put on your back in that fight. You're not going to necessarily want to stand and bang with him, so maybe you'll just let him take you down.
Yeah, I mean, you know, even though I'm comfortable on my back, you know, it's still not a vantage point, I guess you could say, but I'm probably more comfortable than most guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, with that said, I want to make sure that we get a prediction from you before this fight starts. I know a lot of guys don't like to do that, but if you were going to leave a prediction for this fight, what would you say? How do you think this fight's going to end?
Well, I hate giving predictions as well, because it's kind of like a bad omen. But I'll say this, I hope it doesn't go all 5 rounds. I hate going 5 rounds.
All right, man. Well, thank you again. I'm here with Nick Spina, and tomorrow night he's going to be fighting Sean Richmond in the co-main event for the amateur 145-pound title at Havoc at the High Five. Thanks again, man.
Thank you.